What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. As you can see, I'm at SEMA in Las Vegas, and as usual, I'm going to show you guys a whole bunch of vehicles. And this one, it's going to be all the Ford trucks. So let's go inside the show and look for all the Ford trucks that I can find. Let's go check them out. All right, check this beast out. This is the Ford F-250 Wilderness Collective Edition. This thing is amazing. I know a couple of you guys on my channel requested that I come down here and check it out. And yeah, this thing is nice. You know what I like about this thing? This thing is humongous, meaning that it has tons of room for all your family in that crew cab configuration. Tons of space in the truck bed for all your gear. Tons of power because it's an F-250. It's just huge, and it's off-road capable, man. That's awesome. Look at these wheels. Still dirty from trekking all over the place. It's got that lowered truck bed rack, front runner boxes. Got a chainsaw up there so you can move the trees that are falling in on the path. Got extra fuel packs up there. So you got a full-size spare. Oh, here's another Wilco off-road. It's like a trailer hitch tire carrier. Man, I see a lot of these things. Got a rooftop tent. That's a front runner. Rooftop tent. That's nice. Check out this bumper, man. This thing is monstrous. You could literally hit a moose with this thing and it probably wouldn't do a damn thing. Look at that. Look at the diameter of these bars. It's insane. I like that. Whoa, here's something I haven't seen in a while. It's got a worn winch. I think that's a worn winch. Yeah, that's a worn winch. M12 cable. Not too many people are running actual steel cables anymore because of the safety issues. Usually they go with the nylon. Beautiful. Ooh, check out this Ford Raptor Shelby. Look at that. Shelby. Turbocharged. 525 horsepower. Whew. Shelby Raptor. Checking out, I'm at the Baja Designs booth. These guys make LED lights. And the funny thing is it seems like 95% of all the off-road vehicles run Baja Design LEDs. So it's kind of fitting that I'm at the Baja Designs booth. So let's check out their truck. I think this is a Raptor. I mean, it's so customized, I don't even know what's left on it. But yeah, it's got all of Baja Designs products. Pretty cool. Like I said, I'm really liking these circle pod lights. There's a little light bar in there. Some really big ditch lights right here. Look at all this carbon fiber. That's beautiful. Fiberworks off-road fiberglass. RPG suspension. Sway away coilovers. Yeah, this is definitely a Raptor because I can still see the Raptor logo right there. So at one point this was a Raptor. And there's more of their lights in the back there. There's another one there. They're like everywhere. You gotta look hard, they're everywhere on this thing. Two full-size spares with some fuel back there. Oh, there's the rear suspension. Look at that. That's a lot of travel back there. That's beautiful. Here's a Ford Super Duty F450. Jeez, this is huge. Dually. That is a beast. And here's another F450. Jeez, these things are like over the top. That's nuts. All right, so I'm at the Cooper Tires booth. And they got an awesome Ford truck over here. And what really caught my eye is the fact that they have this ARE truck cap that's on these lifts. There's like these actuators that push the entire cap up and turns your truck cap into basically a camper. It's got this canvas material that is made by Topper Lift. And if you look in here, it's pretty nuts. They have this cargo bed kind of thing set up here, and you pull these things out, and they have it set up for a sink with water. It's like pressurized water. They got an electric stove here. That is nice, and these just slide in and out. These are by Decked. So they slide in and out, and then you have a bed right there that also slides in and out. I see a little holder for an iPad. That is really nice. LED lights in there. This is really cool. It's super, super compact. It's tiny. He even has some water hanging out the side here so you can take a shower. This is actually a shower. And then you have a solar panel there to charge your batteries. These here keep the trees from smacking into your window. So if you come through a trail, you don't have to worry about the trees breaking your window. Let's take a step back here and take a look. There we go. Pretty simple, not too over the top. FabTech suspension. On this side, here's another view. You can open it up on the sides and get access. It even has bug screens as well. If you want to let the air pass through, you can still let the air come through here. It's pretty nice. All right, go for it. That is awesome. Who makes that lift? Is that the any level? Oh, nice. Look at that. That is amazing. Cool. Thanks, man. Thanks. Check out this Ford F350 lifted street truck. Well, it's off-road, but mostly driven on the street, I'm sure, just to get attention. And that is amazing. This is crazy. Look at all that engineering and machining. Look at that. That's just a work of art. It's beautiful.
No, it was about a week and a half for a lot of these shows on TV. It was about a week and a half built, so paint's still dry.
Striker off-road design. That is beautiful. You know, some people give these trucks a hard time because they never go in the dirt. But if you're into just having a big truck because you like the attention and just being up high and just for the looks, I don't see anything wrong with it, man. I mean, there's guys that go super low to the ground. Why not go the other direction and go way up high in the sky with no other reason than to just be cool? Alright, so believe it or not, this armored looking vehicle right here, it looks like a stealth fighter with all the angles. Underneath all that, it's actually, guess, what do you think it is? Well, the headlights pretty much give it away. It's a F-150 underneath there. And it just has a cool design to it. I don't think it's bulletproof. It's just supposed to look cool, that's all. So look at the hood, it's all angular like a stealth fighter. The roof is raised a little bit. It's got some LEDs up there. See how the doors look angular like a stealth fighter? Trying to be stealthy with all these angles. You can see it better from this angle here. It's hard to believe that's a F-150. It looks more like it should be like an, I don't know, maybe an Expedition or an Explorer. But the tag said F-150. I don't know. You never know with SEMA. People do some crazy things and fab things into stuff you would never expect. This is cool. It's a little tiny microscopic four-wheel drive vehicle, as you can see right here. It says four-wheel drive. This is called a Ford EcoSport. It's a four-door hatch. This one has a little bit of a lift with a wide body, some off-road tires. I like this thing, man. If you live in a big city and you don't have a lot of parking and don't have a lot of garage space, but you still want to go play out in the wilderness, this is probably a good option. Probably good on gas as well. It's got a little bull bar kind of bumper with a worn winch up front, some LEDs. Nice. Whole bunch of LEDs up top. Little tiny four-wheel drive vehicle. I like it. Super compact. And this one has a full-size spare bolted onto the hatchback. That's probably just for SEMA. I seriously doubt you'd be opening this hatch with a full-size spare on there all the time. That thing would wear out. It's nice. Oh, here's a little rear bumper. Little crash guard back there. That's cool. EcoSport four-wheel drive. Here's a nice Raptor. Tons of parts on here. Oh, look at that. Got a carbon fiber hood. That's sexy. Rigid curved LED. Skid plates. King off-road shocks. Dirt King arms. Toyo tires. Method wheels. That's nice. Look at this tire rack in the back. When you're bombing through the desert, hundreds of miles from support, you got to carry your own spare tires, and a lot of them. You never know, you might blow out a wheel. Check out this Ford F-150 Harley Davidson. It's got Harley Davidson wheels. It's got the Harley Davidson badging everywhere on it. I'm at the Traxxas booth at SEMA. I actually bought a Traxxas slash all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive truck for my son when he got his black belt in Taekwondo. This is cool. They got an actual trophy truck here. Then they have the remote control version on the hood. Look at that Bronco. This is for the guys that like to crawl. It actually has portal axles, believe it or not. It's got portal axles in an RC car. I'm not really into RC crawling, but a lot of people are. Here's a Raptor. Look at that. Look at the droop on that thing, man. It's made for jumping. Here's their test ramps. Let's see what they can do here. Whoa, right into his hands. He totally meant to do that. Ah, yeah. Whoa, oh, he stuck it. Did you see that? He made it. Ooh, look at this Ford F-150. Grid wheels. Again, not too overly done, just a small lift. Aftermarket wheels. A couple parts here and there. It's also by Armadillo. And then here's one that's over the top. F-250, a gold F-250. Look at this. This is what you see at SEMA a lot. A lot of the over-the-top stuff to grab your attention. Mall crawler, basically, and proud of it. Look at this thing. This is something you don't see very often. It's an old Ford F-100 panel. I guess it's a panel van? No, it's more like a panel SUV. This is back before there was such thing as SUVs, though. So wait a minute. So this is a Ford, but they're running a Cummins motor in here. That's cool. That's different. Ooh, look at this Ford Bronco. Now this is how you do a Bronco right here. I'm at the Walker Evans racing booth at SEMA. That is nice. Here's a Ford Raptor with a bunch of carbon fiber on it. Check out the tailgate. Oh, it's a carbon fiber like panel. It's not an actual carbon fiber tailgate, but he does have carbon fiber fenders. So probably lost a lot of weight there. Replacing the fenders with carbon fiber. That's cool. Up in the front too, it's carbon fiber. Look at that. Nice and wide. That's cool, man. Get that long travel suspension. It's funny, he's got a Raptor that's already pretty badass for jumping, and they basically replaced everything. Look at those bump stops. I guess if you're gonna jump this vehicle a lot, you might as well upgrade everything. Keep stuff from breaking. That's cool. Like that real low profile bumper. High clearance bumper. A whole bunch of LEDs tucked in there. That is nice. Look at all that carbon fiber, man. This thing's actually set up to be low center of gravity, not super high lifted. The axle's actually sitting on top of the leaf packs. That's cool. Here's a Ford Raptor. Some carbon fiber fenders, carbon fiber hood. There's something you don't see on a Raptor very often. A truck cap. This one's by Lear. You don't really see Raptors with truck caps very often. Here's your Ford Raptor, all dirty. I think this one was in a project. It says Expedition SEMA. Yeah, so it went from Glacier, Montana, all the way through these off-road areas, all the way down to New Mexico. Hachita Peak, New Mexico. So this thing was basically off-road all the way till it got to SEMA for the most part. That's pretty badass. Sounds like a fun trip. Check out this brand new Ford Ranger here at SEMA. Look at that bumper. That's nice. It's got a worn winch in there. It's like a Stinger kind of style, rigid LEDs. It's got a little bit of a lift. I'm guessing those are factory Ford wheels. This is at the Ford booth. It's the Ranger XLT. And some ditch lights. Oh, check out the snorkel on this thing. Look at that. That's cool. A snorkel so you can go crossing rivers. That is nice. I don't really like those steps, but they're doable. Got a Yakima truck bed rack with a Yakima rooftop tent. Some roto packs. I got a cargo rack right here. And an awning with some, what are these? Mat tracks? Yep, recovery tracks. It's actually pretty nice. I like it. Check out this Ford van. It's a cargo van at the Ford booth at SEMA. That's pretty slick. It's four-wheel drive, I believe. Lifted. Off-road bumpers, LEDs. It's got a rigid light bar up top. I actually really like this. Hopefully I can get a look of this thing on the inside. Yeah, it's 4x4, done by Quigley. You see right there. It's pretty nice. Even has a rooftop tent. I'll have to take a look inside there later. All right, this one's for all you cops out there. At first glance, you just think it's a truck with a bunch of accessories, but it actually is set up for public safety and law enforcement. So, Weston, they make light bars. So you got this push bumper to push vehicles and obstacles out of the way. You got a wheeling siren. Here's your markers, your LEDs, your safety lights, LED in the grill. And with safety vehicles and police vehicles, you have to have side markers or else people will crash into you because they don't see you from the side. So they have these LEDs on the sides. I'm sure there's got to be more hidden here somewhere. Let's see if we can look around. Well, of course, you got your LEDs up top. Sometimes they have LEDs hidden in the windows too. You can't see them. But you got the red and blues LEDs in the tailgate. Yeah, there's all kinds of LEDs. See, they're hidden in there. Ton of them back here. Police responder. Pretty nice. I'm sure there's a couple cops out there who would love to have this truck as their patrol vehicle. Nice headache rack, by the way. Alright, you guys need to help me out on this one. I know that this is a Ford of some type because of those lights. I don't know exactly which model it is. Maybe a Expedition, maybe? I don't know. Or an F250 or 350, I'm not sure. But they did a lot of work to this thing. The hood is kind of like, I don't know, it's like curved over the top. It's called the Nighthawk. You see right there, it says Nighthawk. In the center it says US Core. I don't know anything about this thing, and there's no information here, and there's no reps. It's got grid wheels, wide body. The roof has been extended up. This is nice. This is like almost like an executive vehicle. I don't think it's armored. It's made to look like it's armored, but I don't think it is. Yeah, it's called the Nighthawk. That's nuts. Yeah, it must be some kind of executive transporter kind of thing. This is for the rich guy who doesn't want to ride in a limo. He wants to ride in something tough, lifted, four-wheel drive, but still have room inside for, like, I don't know, maybe 8 or 10 people inside there. That's cool. The Nighthawk. Check this F350 out. Ford F350. Crazy. I think this is probably the biggest lift at the show. That's crazy. Look at that thing. Hydraulic steer at the front. It's called Way Overkill. That's nuts. It's got to be off-road only because the headlights are way too high. You got to have headlights right around here to be street legal, I think. That's nuts. This is definitely like a work of art, though. If you're into welding and fabrication, this is definitely a nice display of fabrication for sure. It's like the definition of mall crawler. Although these wheels look like you can go mud bogging. That's nuts. Look at this trailer hitch.
You got a rear diff.
I think he's way down. It's like a hitch and a ladder combined. I think you would need a bar from here to here to really make this thing usable. It's more like a ladder than an actual trailer hitch, because I think that thing would just rip right off if you put a trailer on there. Rear steer. Look at that. That's cool.
Yeah, that's insane.
Look how tall that thing is. It's easily 6 feet maybe. The body is like 6 feet up off the ground. That is nuts.
It's a whole custom built frame. Yeah, this is a $500,000 truck.
Yikes.
Bro, the shots are worth the shot 15 grand.
Wow, look at this thing. Ford F450 with a Raptor wide body kit on it. That is crazy. So it's basically like an F450 that's made to be like a Raptor. It's got all kinds of crazy suspension on there. Look at these wheels. They're humongous. 6.7 liter Power Stroke turbo diesel. Sinister diesel. Man, look at that. These tires are huge. Even has a spare in the back. It takes up the whole bed. And of course, he's hauling a Lamborghini. How fitting is that? Wow, check this out. So this is the new Ford Ranger, but this one's been beat up a little bit. But it, I think, is officially the most customized, built-up Ford Ranger at SEMA. For one, it has a solid axle conversion. They took out the independent suspension and put a solid axle. I think it's a Dana. Let's take a closer look. I'm not exactly sure what axles are down here. I think it's a Dana. Fox bump stops, adjustable coilovers. These are Fox as well with reservoirs. I don't know what wheels are these. Got manual locking hubs though. Got rock rings with bead locks.
Yeah, this is actually Dana.
That's cool. Oh, it is Dana. Yeah, just heard somebody say it's sponsored by Dana. Tube bumper, skid plate, horn winch, bunch of LEDs.
There's some unfortunate circumstances that happened about 2 weeks ago. And
It's got a hood scoop there, probably supercharged or turbo or something. Lifted, of course. Oh yeah, there's the Dana logo right there for the rock sliders. I don't know, they got some kind of Linex or Rhino lining or something going on here, but they only did certain parts. I don't know why they didn't do the doors.
driving on the other side, like it's
Oh, they got fully tubed on the inside though. Look at that, roll cage on the inside. Oh, it's right-hand drive. This is from another country, maybe Australia. Look at this truck bed cage. It looks like it's integrated into, oh yeah, it's integrated inside the cab. You can't see it, but there's a tube that goes inside the cab. Nice. Rigid Industries LEDs, some roto packs, ARB rooftop tent, a whole bunch of LEDs back there, full-size spare. I like how it's lifted up so you can still store stuff on the bottom. I think that's a ARB cooler in the back. High lift jack. Check these recovery ramps out. I haven't seen these before. Maybe they're custom made for these guys. I don't know who makes them. It's got an A on there. I don't know who makes those. That's nice. Oh, Dana 60s. Very nice. It's got a wide body kit too. Look at that. See how wide that is? It sticks out. That is cool. Look at this. It's all about the Ford Ranger this year at SEMA. Let's fly by all the Ford Rangers. So here's a Xbox edition Ford Ranger XLT. It's got some screens up there to play Xbox games. This one here is called the Xlt Supercrew FX4. That's beautiful, man. Look at that. Really liking that bumper. Nice wheels. Not really feeling those steps. Yakima rack. Yakima roof top tent. What's this one? This one has some green accents on it. They're calling this one the Ranger Lariat Supercrew 4x4. Those Lariat models are always nice. And this one here is called the Ranger Xlt Supercrew 4x4.
Pick that up.
It's basically a truck box in the back. That's nice. I'm really starting to like truck box versions. You can carry so many tools and accessories in these boxes. They have these extra bars up top so you can clamp on some fuel packs. It's got an awning up there, some LEDs. Got his dirt bike nicely clamped in there, as you can see. Got a Dometic electric fridge, full-size spare back there. Yeah, I wouldn't mind having a cargo box bed like that. And you can carry your whole family in here too. It's nice. Nice lift. BDS suspension. Digging that. And over here, got like a forest green Supercrew. Nicely done with the tube bumper. And bash guards. Little bitty rock rails. Can barely see them. LEDs up top. This one has nice suspension too. Icon vehicle suspension. Got their full-size spare tucked away in the back. Oh, this is a long travel. Yeah, this thing is set up for bombing high speed through the desert. That's what this is. Baja Forged is what it says. Oh yeah, I see it now. Yeah, this thing's set up for high speed through the desert. Kind of like almost like a little mini Raptor kind of thing. Nice. And then the last one. What are they calling this one? It just says XLT white Ford Ranger with fuel wheels. Not a whole lot going on with this one. It just looks good, nice and clean. Probably closest to being stock at SEMA. Actually, no, I take that back. Here's a fully stocked one right here. This is what you might see at the dealership. Just a plain Jane 4x4 FX4 off-road Ford Ranger. There you go. That's a look at all the Ford Rangers at the Ford booth at SEMA.